Hey, welcome to the Dani Johnson Show. I'm Mary and I work at DaniJohnson.com, and we're doing a really cool show series for you. For the next 4 weeks, we're going to be talking about gyms. And I don't know if you've heard about gyms before. It's this really cool personality profile that you can use and apply to your friends, your marriage. And what's really cool is that we're going to teach you how to apply it to your workplace. And so we're going to go over our sapphires, who are motivated by fun. We're going to go over our rubies, who are motivated by challenge. We're going to go over our emeralds, who love facts and figures. And then we're going to finally conclude with pearls, who are really giving and caring and are motivated by acts of service. So starting off, we're going to go into our sapphires. So enjoy.
State your name.
My name is Casey Cowan.
My name, do I say my name? I am Isaiah James.
So you work in hospitality.
I do, yes.
I want you to talk to me as if like I am your superior at work.
You're my boss?
As if me, Micah, is
You
your
are my
boss.
boss. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Here
Good.
in hospitality. Yeah.
So pretty much like talk to
So
you.
like so just talk to me. I want to know how we can best work together.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what do you like when you do things well? Like, what is something that you like to receive? Like when you've accomplished something or you've done a good job at something. Like, what's the kind of response or feedback that you like to get back?
Just a simple like, good job is good. Not a whole lot of recognition for me, at least, is not necessary, but just a good
Like
job.
verbal.
Yeah,
Verbal
a
recognition.
verbal good job or pat on the back, I guess. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
something easy, light, and fun.
Words of encouragement.
Yeah.
That really, that helps me a lot. Just to have someone be like, wow, Casey, that was a really good idea. Or, wow, Casey, that was a really good job.
I like to be heard.
Yes.
Heard. Like, you know, I'm working my butt off, and I've, you know, there's an idea here. I like to be heard. You know,
Yeah.
I like to like, can we have a couple minutes where we can sit down? So to me, that's at this point in my life. Before it was to be kudos. Like you put me on the pedestal, and I'll be like, woohoo! You know? Now it's more like I am getting a deep understanding. This is not for me. For myself, it's for God.
And on the flip side, the thing that makes me feel the worst, not that it happens here, because it doesn't,
Right.
but is when someone says they're disappointed in me. Like, it's not anger, it's not frustration, it's disappointment.
Sometimes I pray to not get recognition because I'm like, sometimes my prideful self will be like,
Gotcha. You don't wanna.
yes, brag about it,
Yeah.
right? So I think it's heard,
Being heard.
being heard,
All right.
being heard. Like if you bring something, an idea or something, hey, I hear you, know,
Yeah.
got you.
Awesome.
That's it.
I mean, like Melissa said, absolutely being able to be heard and also being able to hear other people. Yesterday, with the circle around, was the first time I'd ever really heard most people's perception of who I am. I mean, before it just was a struggle a lot of times coming here.
Were you concerned how people?
Absolutely, I do, and that is that is something that, you know, people say should not be there. I get it. At the same time, I care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I care about what people think, especially, you know, your peers, people you're involved with all the time.
Yeah.
Just to have people say, like, man, you did a really good job. That was a great idea. You did that really well. That's, yeah.
People will go above and beyond when you lift them up.
Yeah.
When you speak into their soul,
Yeah.
when you pull out the gold that's in them.
Yeah.
And I would say that that is a big motivating factor for me in doing whatever I do and understanding people.
How would you respond if like you did something that's like a major achievement and you didn't get much recognition, or it was just kind of like shelved for later? It's like, yeah, that's great. Let's continue with the next thing.
I would feel pretty sad. I mean, it would be nice, but if I didn't get it, life goes on.
How should I address issues or like when things are done incorrectly to you?
For me, just being upfront and honest and not sugarcoating anything and just dealing with the issue, we hash it out, and then fix whatever it needs to be fixed, communicate whatever needs to be communicated, and work on a plan to like not let that happen again, and then
Move forward.
Move on. Yeah.
Just smack me right
Oh
now.
my God. So I was just calling to say thank
You
you.
can just
So if you
tell
want
me,
access to them, I can help you out with that. Just
you know,
give me a call back here.
it's something that I learned as well from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you know, heard a lot. It's like you want to praise first, you want to bring up first the person's character, like, you know, what you done right.
You want to edify.
Edify, correct. You know, edify.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I think that's the best way, because if you come straight up to me and tell me it's something I'm not doing correctly, I have noticed, you know, human nature, I tend to judge the person right away. Like, you know, so if you just come up to me and tell me, hey, you did an amazing job, you're like, maybe the word but is like, but, and then it's like raises a flag.
If you come at me aggressively, it's gonna make me defensive. So if you come at me with an attitude of like, oh, why would you do that? Rah, 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 I'm gonna be like, peace.
Yeah.
Like, I check out.
Yeah.
If you come at it from an angle of, well, I'll take this as an example. Tony was like the best, right, at doing this. So he would, so like when I first got here, I was all over the place. I was bouncing off the walls, right? And he took me aside and was like, hey, Casey, one thing that you can do best is, you know, I know you want to talk and I know you want to do this. He acknowledged like things that I enjoy, and he said, if you could really just focus in and, you know, try doing this, try doing that. Like, gave me suggestions on how to make a fix, rather than being angry with me and being like, dude, what the heck is wrong with you? You're always up and you're talking to people and you're moving around all the time, and that, you know, it was, hey, why don't you try opening 30 windows and getting through 30 calls and then taking a quick, like, 2 minutes, spin around in your chair, whatever you got to do, and then go back and do another 30 calls.
Nice.
You know, so that's the best way for me, at least, to communicate. Like, you kind of did something wrong, but you're not in trouble. I just want to make sure that we fix it.
Yeah.
Bring it to me. Just whether I'm right or wrong, I need to hear it.
Yeah.
And also, I have to be able to, and because I'm a passionate person, as people have said, if it's something that I don't like, that is on me. I will most certainly let you know. But, you know, it's just been a part of my life. No matter what, God has not let me continue on being an a-hole.
I was that kid that got caught doing everything wrong. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
and so like, and it was always like, Casey, that's wrong. Casey, don't do that. Casey, blah 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 blah. Growing up my entire life, and to have someone come in and just be like, hey, you know what? It's okay that this is who you are.
Yeah.
Let's try and see how we can best utilize that and best like hone that in to where you're being effective at work. And that was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
How can I show that I appreciate you, support you, and want what's best for you?
Simply by listening, and even if you don't understand, trying to like understand what I'm saying, and just taking the time to just sit down with me and not be like, not like doing something else, like typing or on the phone or anything, just like just giving like full attention, even if it is just for like 2 minutes, and I can get out whatever I need to get out in that amount of time.
And it doesn't particularly matter that they like really understand it. You just need to say something, and you just want their undivided attention.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I feel like the power of listening and like hearing I think it's so powerful. I think that's a way to show such a deep appreciation. Like if you, like, I've taken this to my marriage, and it's like, man, I got to learn things about John that I've never learned before, and we've been together for 6 years, and I was like, and I feel like when I listen to him, he feels a lot more valued. You know, you can tell he's a lot more. He feels more compelled to let it out and just, you know, be himself. So I feel like that's the best way to show that you really love someone is by listening to them and taking the time, like, you know, hey, what's troubling you? Like, what's up? Like,
whenever you get a chance,
I feel like that's powerful.
See how
Grace and mercy. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Actions speak louder than words. It's the truth. I mean, you can say it with words. You can say something with words, but when you see somebody sweating and bleeding and digging in deep with you, it means it speaks a lot.
Yeah.
Again, words of encouragement.
Yeah.
Just like edifying and saying like, good job, you did great, that was awesome. Those things really, like that really motivates me to do better. And the more I'm motivated to do better, like just the better I'm gonna do. Like, I know that sounds cliche, but it really is. Like, if you smile and you're happy and jovial with me, like when I have something that I've done well, then I'm gonna continue to do well, but push myself to do even more.
Even better.
So,
yeah. How does it make you feel when they give you that?
I feel very honored and valued, and I feel like I was heard, and for me that's like the only big thing. At least I was heard, you know.
Yeah.
What happens after that, I don't know, but at least I know that I was heard, and I can.
And that fulfills you enough to know that your voice was heard, not necessarily, maybe not understood.
Yes.
But at least they took the time out of the day to hear you out. How does it make you feel when that doesn't happen, even if like they're just on the phone, or let alone just not giving you like undivided attention if they're typing or texting or.
I mean, honestly, then I'm just like, well, this conversation's done. Then I don't feel like I need to
Good
say
talk.
anything.
Gotta go.
Or like a good talk, like, good job, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. For nothing.
How should I motivate you towards goals?
Give me candy. I'm just kidding.
Appreciation.
Any kind.
Any kind.
Again, just
Kerrville, Texas.
just that encouragement, just, you know, giving that little push and saying, hey, you know, you're doing great with that. Keep going. You're doing so good. Keep doing it.
Oh man, I'm still figuring out how to motivate myself. To tell you the truth. But I've been looking at that picture right there, because that picture really motivates me. You know, I love this angle here. I look at it, and that kid reminds me of a dear kid that I have in my family.
Wow.
So I use that to motivate myself. You know, to like just really.
Because you grew up in a third world.
Yeah, I thank God, like I never was hungry, you know.
Right.
But there were days that we didn't know what we were gonna eat the next day. You know, there were days that we had to borrow from people. Like I know I had a pair of shoes growing up, same pair of shoes for like 4 or 5 years, like for school. You know, like the same pair of shoes, and so for me it was like it was powerful to me, that. So I get in touch with that to motivate myself.
Plan something fun afterwards, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just like socialization after, or I don't know, just anything that's like fun and different than changing something up.
Yeah. What characteristics do you look for in a workplace? Qualities.
I mean, it's a broken record, but I've been saying it. It's not a broken record. It's, I can't emphasize enough encouragement, appreciation.
One that's like opening and welcome to conversations.
Fun.
Fun.
I want to be able to have fun.
We
Like,
really appreciate
I'm not the
the
kind of
feedback.
person that can just sit at a desk
And then
for
the other
8
thing
hours
that I was going
and
to
not
say, or
and
ask
be
is
brainless
if you had
and
any
just
questions so
you know
far,
be a robot and do this and that. You know what I mean? I can't do that.
by Mick or
I
not,
look
but I was
for
calling to
just
say
being
thank
able
you
to
because
express yourself.
recently
An
got
environment
the
that
purchase
wants
of
the best for
Jim's
you and
intro from
people is
DannyJohnson.com.
for each other and not against each other. You know,
I'm too my body needs to move, and so like being able to get up and not be in trouble for getting up.
Right.
You know, but then again, like it's also a part of the workplace. Like yes, you need to sit down and do your
Yeah.
job.
Yep.
But having the freedom to take 2 minutes to walk and touch the wall and walk back, like, is so much more powerful. And that seems really silly, but that's fun. Like,
Right.
because it gets the energy out of my legs to be able to move. And I think in other workplaces, if I were doing the same job that I'm doing here, it would be, why are you up? Why are you getting up? Stop getting up. You have to
Yeah.
sit at your desk and do your job,
Yeah.
right? And so being here is really helpful because people understand when you gotta move, you gotta move.
for not like worrying about stabbing in each other's backs. I had to deal like
Don't what?
I had first-hand experience before I came across this whole community, and it really sucks. It really
Jim's
sucks because it
training program?
brings you down and you're
Okay.
just stuck in a rat race,
read it.
chasing your tail. So here, as I told you, like I've been experienced that personal growth.
Yeah.
So that's what I look for a work environment of, not necessarily like how can I improve my skills, like improving my skills and be in an environment that
Hey, Phil,
will be
this
challenged.
is Zach with
Yeah.
DannyJohnson.com.
They're gonna call me
Sorry
out,
I missed
even if
you.
I don't, they're gonna smack me in the head if I don't like it.
For getting the gym's training
That's what I'm
program
afraid.
from us. And
Wake up!
wanted to see how everything was going for you. Do you have any questions?
What turns you down or like shuts you down the most in a workplace environment?
The same old every day.
Being confined. If I had to sit at this desk for 8 hours straight minus a lunch, like I would have quit a long time ago. Like just the idea of not, or like especially if like I had to sit there and I wasn't allowed to raw because this is what I do a lot.
Yeah.
You know, or you know like because that's distracting. You're being a distraction, right? That would
The chair is squeaking every time.
yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And so like if I didn't have the freedom to move or the freedom to just express myself, that would suck.
When everything's like,
There's not enough variety.
that's a good way to put it. Not enough variety, too much structure, or just like there's no fun at all. Like
Right.
everything's silent.
There's no flexibility to
No flexibility. No one's talking. No one's like even attempting to have fun.
Whining.
Whining.
I
My name is
cannot
Zach. My
stand
direct line here, you can reach me
whining. I don't know
at
why it is.
Really?
Yeah, like if I hear someone whining, complaining,
1754.
you know, and it's like, oh my
Hope you have
gosh.
a great day.
And it's like,
I'll
God, give me
you later.
patience, you know.
Wow.
And more, actually, you know what? Even more than whining, honestly, I feel like hypocrisy. I cannot stand hypocrisy.
Would be out. I wouldn't want to do it.
So let's say with the relationship between like you and Tony. So if like your chair doesn't really squeak that much when you rock because you just did it and it didn't make a sound.
Right.
But let's say that it did. In this case with Tony, if he saw it being a distraction to other people, what he would do
I
instead
will
of telling
follow
you
up
stop
with you in a
rocking,
week,
would suggest you
around this
to do
time frame.
some
Is
other
that good,
kind
or
of
what time frame works best
like
during the day?
move, getting up and moving this activity
Yeah.
to replace that.
Yeah.
That isn't as distracting.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's phenomenal. Tony's the best.
Tony is the best.
More than that, it shuts me down. Yeah, whining is like little by little I die. You know, like I feel you, I understand. Okay, good, but here's the cool thing, and then it's like,
Let's move on now.
let's move on. How are we gonna fix this thing? You know, come on, let's start thinking. Use that brain you got. You know? God, give you a brain. Think about a solution. Come on. You know, just dust it off and just use it, you know?
Okay.
But
It's a massive hair. Wait till you see it.
it's in an honorable way. I do my best to. Because probably if I'm saying this, because probably I'm judging and probably I'm doing it. So yeah, I gotta go and have that
Oh,
checkup.
please don't apologize.
But yeah.
No, I thought, well,
I
maybe,
just got
you know what,
convicted,
maybe
but yeah.
Hey Myra, this is Zach with DannyJohnson.com.
Yeah, that's it, like,
and I'm sorry I missed you.
You know,
but
I
was
don't like
just
hypocrisy
calling to
or
say thank
contention.
you for
Contention sucks.
getting,
Contention
the
really
first
sucks.
steps to wealth book
Contention is
from
like,
us
just
recently.
go ahead and confess
and also
it
wanted
and
to let
get
you
it
know
over with
about
and
the
move
extra
on, you
resources
know?
that you have online.
When something really
If you
troubles
want
you, it's
access
just
to them,
unforgiveness
not sure
sucks.
what's, what I'm talking about
It
with
really
that.
keeps you
I can
stuck.
help you out.
It really
Just
does.
give me a
I
call
didn't
over
believe it
here.
until I was like,
My
No,
direct
please
line
don't.
is
start practicing
830
forgiveness, and I was like,
225
so blind, you know, and you can only hear so much.
Again, my name
You're
is Zach,
so
and my
caught
direct
up.
line here at
And
DannyJohnson.
it's like a bubble.
30
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Right.
7.
If this episode was an encouragement to you, go to DannyJohnson.com and share it with your friends now. You never know who else needs to hear it. This has been The Danny Johnson Show. Join us every weekday at 7 a.m. for more insights that will help you get to